Let's play some Sentinels.
Oh, fickle fans, come on.
Oh, you've been quoted out of context. You must be a famous person now.
I am a famous person now. But we're gonna win. Unless the environment kills us. So yeah, I could have waited and
We have
taken...
damage! Dread Warlord boss!
I did not think that would work out, but it did. Well done, team.
Woo! Sentinels Live. Good evening, everyone. Here we are. We are back. So it is 1 week since we told you what our next game is going to be. Has everybody gotten over the shock and awe and have settled back into their regular lives? I sure hope so.
I mean, I haven't. I'm working on stuff.
Yeah, like our...
One deck.
Exactly. A single deck.
I'm
it's
not
just
starting for anyone who doesn't have video on. Just so you know.
It's just a single deck. You would imagine it would be easier than that, but it is actually not a single deck. It is also a dungeon. A single deck.
Sound effects, recordings.
So yes, for those who don't know, like just to talk a little bit behind the scenes before we get into the official show. So last week was when we announced that we were making our next game, which is called One Deck Dungeon. And we had obviously already been working on it a little bit before that, before we actually made the official announcement. But basically, since we made the official announcement, like 97% of the company has been doing nothing but preparing for the Kickstarter that's coming up and working on that project. And it's been super fun. It really is always fun. Like, I was actually just talking to somebody today about how I love the business that we've built because, like, we can be switching to different projects and changing things and... you know, like, we never stay on anything long enough to actually get bored with it, which is really cool. And so, you know, it's been really fun and refreshing to have the whole team sort of reorganizing on this whole new project, which we're so excited. It launches next Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Oh, shoot. I let my iPad go to sleep. That was a mistake. Whoopsie. What is 97% of 7? There's actually 6 of us, if that's what you're trying to get at. Not 7 of us.
And yes, don't worry, we're not forgetting about Sentinels.
Oh, yes. And when I said that 97%, it's because that remaining 3% is focused like a laser on Sentinel stuff, specifically Fall of the Variants stuff, because, you know, yeah, we've launched some Extreme Prime Wardens, and we've released you know, a couple of others, but there's still quite a few left to go. I mean, these are going to take you all the way through December, so
quite a few that need to be freed.
Exactly. So yes, that's what's going on. So I guess I should probably welcome everybody since it's 7-ish. And that's you're tuned into, you've got your dial set to Sentinels Live. Thank you, everybody. Where do I submit UG reports? Asks Darren 20,500. I don't know. Call up Zonk.
If you want to submit UG reports, there's like, just go to the store where you got your UGs and say my fuzzy boots are having problems.
Or you could send an email to apport@handelabra.com. Thanks for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse. The goal of these streams, as the regulars know, is to not only have some fun, but also show you how to play the game, as well as cover some strategies that can help you win. Handelabra does believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so comments or activity that actively work against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. If you enjoyed the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe, and be sure to check out the other shows right here on twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. We've got Dolphins Dive, which is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's sort of like a deep dive into Sentinel strategy. And then we also have Tales from the Archive, which is Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And that is a more story-oriented Sentinels show where Zach will sort of walk you through a story that he has crafted and play cards that are thematic to the story that he is trying to tell. It's super fun. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well for the heroes, but it's a super fun way to sort of play Sentinels, so check that out. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel. That's MRJHANDEL. And joining me as always is who? Who's joining me?
Me. John, Migrant Pete.
That's him. Migrant P on the Twitters and the other things. You can always follow the company at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And of course, Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. As we are the developers, you can always be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe see some stuff before anyone else. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we usually play more than one episode in our each game. That's not what I meant to say. We usually play more than one game in each episode, is what I meant to say.
Some sort of time warp.
It's let's do
Temporal
the time
inversion.
warp again. Exactly. We all gather around a fixed point and see what we can make happen. All right, so Sentinels is available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, Linux via Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. Check out sentinelsdigital.com for more info and to download and try the demo absolutely free. All right, so I can move that off to the side and hide it so that it's not shining bright lights on my face, and we can play some Sentinels. All right, so let's go to online multiplayer. Yeah, so as we were mentioning up front, obviously we are super deep into our development of our next game, One Deck Dungeon. It launches next week on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, so please mark your calendars and be ready to show up, and if not back, because it's not your thing, at least maybe spread the word. That would be super helpful.
Yeah,
really
the game doesn't launch, it's Kickstarter. The
Kickstarter launches, exactly. And we actually will also be at PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia, which is November, I want to say 16th to 18th, 17th to 19th.
You're going to say it's a city on the East Coast of North America.
It is indeed. Yeah, so it's in Philadelphia. It's an East Coast-ish city, and it is going to probably be pretty cold because it's going to be mid-November, but we would love it if you'd come and say hi. We'll be showing off, obviously, One Deck Dungeon, as well as Sentinels and Bottom Ninth, as we always do. And we'd really appreciate it if you show up. All right, John, I am in Freedom 5, number 629.
I do not see you.
Uh-oh.
Are you on build 7? Oh, you're on a different build. Hang on, let me...
Yes, I am on build 716.
You're on an internal build that is not on any branch right now.
Ah.
Entertain them while I fix it. Any questions?
Any new stuff today, says Darren 20,500? Well, there will definitely be a new variant tonight. Of that much, you can be sure. Schmiladelphia, Schmennsylvania, says Take Walker. That's exactly right. Oh, yeah, you guys got to find out a bunch of stuff about Oblivion today. If you haven't, you should go check the Kickstarter because Christopher dropped several bombs. I actually saw some people commenting about, like, oh, man, the cardiac arrest that must have happened at Handelabra. Yeah, spoiler alert, we actually knew about all that stuff. Christopher's actually been keeping us pretty well appraised of how that's been coming along for the last couple months at least. You know, basically... In the original Kickstarter, which was ever so long ago at this point, there was like four phases to Oblivion, and like there's basically been a number of changes.
The scope of it has not really changed, in my opinion.
That's true, but like, you know, so like one of the things that, you know, like this idea of the environment, what was it called? Like the environment. What's a word for like when you have a bunch of environments waiting to go into play? I can't remember what it was called.
Set aside environments?
Yeah, the set aside. There's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is. But anyway, so this idea, eagle-eyed listeners or eagle-eared listeners, I guess, would realize that I may have almost let the cat out of the bag last week when we were discussing possible permutations of how to play Sentinels. Like, oh, well, if you have this many heroes and this many villains and blah 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 whatever. And I said something like, it's impossible to even know with Oblivion. Now that has come out, you understand what I was talking about, which was that there, you know, you have a starting set of 5 or 3 or 4, whatever it is you set up, but you
what
literally...
What build are you on?
716. Yeah, 716. And so it's literally, you can play, if you can keep the environments from disappearing, you can play every single villain and variant in your box, but without the game ending. For Oblivion. It's really nuts.
I don't believe that you're on. And you are in an online game that's not...
I'm not anymore. I backed out because I was...
Oh. Okay.
There you go. I'm in Justice Comics 630.
And you're not there. Hang on. Let me see.
All right, I backed out so they weren't looking at just like a screen sitting.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
You told me to keep them occupied, John.
Well, you didn't tell me you were going to trick me into thinking that you weren't online anymore. Or whatever.
Or whatever, indeed. Yeah, what other information did they release about that today? Let's... Kickstarter... Yeah, we've actually backed so many things that, like, Oblivion is not in my, like, little quick list of things to get to really quickly anymore. So I have to, like, load a page and then load another page. Boom. Let's just go to it.
All right.
Would that give a major advantage to those who have the expansions? Well, kind of, yes. I mean, it really is, you know, you play until you're out, basically. But at least... and this is where this is why I wanted to check the update. I want to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn here. Because, like, so the big piece of new information that I think everybody got today is that getting all of the heroes that you started the game with incapacitated does not end the game against Oblivion. And so that was what I was getting at last week with this idea of, like, oh my god, there's so many permutations because you can play with however many heroes. That was what I was trying to get at. And so this idea of, like, what is the loss condition against Oblivion if you can continually put more heroes into play? We know that there's at least one of them, which was released today, which was that
you run an environment.
if there are no set-aside environment decks to replace the removed deck, the multiverse has been destroyed. Game over.
What was that technical term I said? Set aside.
There's still a word that's like on the tip of my tongue that I can't seem to think of. It might not have been in here, but it's like the environment. I can't think of it. All right. Oh yeah, secondary artwork for Luminary. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff happening in this update today. So cool. So much stuff. So many things.
All right, pick your other hero. Are we playing Plague Rat?
Oh, I had hit randomize. Is that what we want to do? That's fine.
Did we play Plague Rat last time?
Yeah, I feel like we did. All right, let's hit this again. Boom. Ooh, Kismet on Mars. I don't think I've played... And this is Trickster, yeah? Yes. I have not played... I don't think I've played her on Mars. All right, so let's see. And I ended up with Legacy. I'm going to play Young Legacy. And then I think I will do... Let's see. Kismet does not have a lot of targets.
Did you answer a witty username 1234's question? For us who only play the digital, will we be getting the Celestial Tribunal with Oblivion or separately? Celestial Tribunal will be part of Mini Pack 4.
Yes. I'm going to play Extreme Prime Warden's Tempest. There we go. Boom! Alright, so we've got Unsettled Trickster Kismet at Mars Base versus Guise. America's News Legacy, Captain Cosmic Requital, and Extreme Prime Warden's Tempest.
Old Man Tempest.
Lucky meeting you here. Now I get to show you all my new tricks. Hey you! You play the video game! Make me look good! Don't mess this up! Yeah, John was actually saying that he's listened to most of the Guise episode of the Letters page. I have not listened to any of it yet, so please no spoilers. I can't wait to listen to it on the train on the way home. Alright, so Unsettled Trickster. At the start of the game, Kismet enters play Unsettled Trickster side up. The talisman is put into the play area of the hero with the highest HP, Stolen Charm side up. The villain deck is shuffled, and cards are revealed until 2 Jinx cards are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Gameplay. When the talisman enters a villain play area, Kismet flips. Whenever a lucky card enters play, Kismet deals each hero target 2 energy damage and regains 4 HP. At the end of the villain turn, Kismet deals a hero character card in the play area with the talisman 4 psychic damage. Then, if there are no Jinx cards in play, the top card of the villain deck is played. So she plays very differently than her regular version here. Oh, I hit start, but I actually meant to read everybody's cards, which I forgot to do. But I will do that in a moment. So Glassjaw goes next to Legacy. Alright, so let's pop this back here. Alright, so Guise, played by Migrant Peta Knight, opens with a gritty reboot, look what I found, retcon, and extreme! Young Legacy has got Fortitude, Heroic Interception, Motivational Charge, and Next Evolution. Plus, she also has the Talisman. Captain Cosmic Requital has got Dynamic Siphon, Harsh Offense, and a couple of Vitality Conduits. And Extreme Prime Warden's Tempest has got Ball Lightning, Chain Lightning, Localized Hurricane, and Shielding Winds. All right, so Imminent Destruction has come out. Destroy all environment cards. Kismet deals each target, blah, blah, blah. Let's deal some damage.
Legacy's got a glass jaw.
2 left feet.
I wanted to show everyone the beer I have tonight. It's a superhero beer with a superhero on it called Ultra Mosaica from Duty Sale. That's my hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Has mosaic hearts.
All right, so who's got the fewest cards in play?
Whenever that hero's player plays a card, that hero deals himself 1 melee damage. I feel like that's going to be real bad for Guise and Captain Cosmic.
Yeah. Tempest is fine.
Ouch. Would you like me to blow up something?
Yeah, it is a super bureau, is what you have.
She doesn't react to Jinxes being destroyed or anything. No. Okay. Any preference for which of these I should destroy? Your heroes.
Probably Glassjaw first.
I'll get some more cards.
So next week is the 31st, and it is Halloween. Unfortunately, I will, if I am here, which is unclear if I will be, I won't be hosting, and I'll just be sort of joining after the fact because it's trick-or-treating night, and I will be going out with my kids. But we're hoping to have, we will still have a show. At the very least, it will be John, but we're trying, we believe we're going to have at least one other person from Handelabra and maybe some other people. We're going to see what we can do to make next week fun, even if I have to join after the fact and late.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I think I'm just going to Fortitude. Yeah, I have that extra power now. Or I guess I don't have that extra power. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Hang on. I see. All right. Okay. I was expecting to see it as a second power on Legacy. I didn't realize that it was going to show up on its own card. I was thinking it was like a Playgrad power, but it's not. It's on its own card.
Finally, Loot Dolphin has subscribed to the channel.
Reveal the top 3 cards of any one deck. Put them back on any order. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Why would I do something like that when there's damage to be dealt? Come on, people. You know me better than that.
Comically. All right. I am going to play Harsh Offense.
So one thing I noticed over this last week while we've been prepping for the Kickstarter is that Kickstarter prep, I think, is the most stressful thing that I do ever in my job. I don't know why that is, but like I remember it distinctly from when we were prepping the Season 2 Kickstarter, and all week I've been like a little bit on edge, and I don't know exactly why it is. I think it's just because like Kickstarter by itself is inherently an unknown, you know what I mean? Like we have, we've done some work to figure out what we think we're going to raise. We know what we're trying to raise. We know what we would like to raise, but at the end of the day, you just don't know. And I think there's something about that feeling that kind of puts the butterflies in my stomach.
You have to do the best you can, but you don't know if you did enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like no matter what you do, there's always more you can be doing. It's such an interesting model. I enjoy it a lot. Like, don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to complain. I think it's, it's a fantastic way to not only like engage with your fans, but also gauge the market, see what people actually want. I mean, honestly, a failed Kickstarter is a good thing. It's a way to know that you're not going to waste a whole bunch of time and money doing something that people don't want. And so from that point of view, like, I don't consider a failed Kickstarter to necessarily be a bad thing, but it still is just stressful because you just don't know at the end of the day. So.
And we don't want to fail.
We don't want to fail, obviously. Yes, of course.
It's going to be great.
What's the power again? Let's see here. Thunderstruck. Tempest deals 1 target, 1 lightning damage. Yeah, I'm saying it's not going to be someone other than her.
You could destroy your 2 left feet.
Oh, that's right. I always forget when there's ongoings that aren't in the villain play area. Yeah, so we'll hit that. Wonderful. Is Kickstarter prep the new closest to crunch that you do at Handelabra? I mean, nobody else is doing that. I'm definitely working, you know, in the evenings more than I have been of late. You know, the company is kind of always on my mind, so I've always sort of got it sort of on a slow burn. But yes, I would say that this last week I've actually worked in the evenings more hours than I have on a typical week. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Let's see if we just flip this card in. So when it flips, restore this card to 7 and put it in the villain play area, and then it triggers all that stuff that happens with her. So it flips her if it goes. Do we want to kill the talisman against Trickster Kismet? I'm not sure if I know the answer to that question.
I mean, she does more damage when it's flipped over, so I'm happy to just hit
Okay,
her.
fair enough. I see people talking.
This isn't going to do anything this turn, so we can skip it.
Okay. I see people talking about the potential for a console version of Sentinels. That is something that has been in the back of our mind pretty much for at least the last 2 years. We actually have signed up for both the Xbox and the PlayStation and actually the Switch developer programs, so we could do it for sure. There's a lot of unknowns that comes with launching on a console. I mean, yes, consoles have all gotten better with indies in the last couple years, but it really is it is a not insignificant expenditure to port to a console, because there's a lot of things you have to think about, and you know, we just would want to do it right if we were going to do it. But it's certainly something we think about. It's not like we've never even considered it. Like, I would love to see Sentinels on like Xbox One or PlayStation 4 and Switch. Man, I literally play my Switch every single day, so having Sentinels on there would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, watch it, Menzer. Nothing's confirmed yet.
All right. It's going to be hard to destroy stuff now with Lady Luck.
Yeah, so let's pop that open. Ongoing Lucky. When I feel like we haven't played her much, so it's probably good to like sort of remind everybody what happens. Whenever a villain card would be destroyed, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it is not a lucky card, discard it and prevent the card destruction. If it is a lucky card, put it into play.
And she plays more cards when you destroy all her jinxes, but I don't like jinxes, so...
Mojo VGB Gamer subscribed for 4 months in a row. Thanks, Mojo
Nice.
Gamer. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, so let's see. I think I'm just going to bolster my allies. So draw another extreme. We got a takedown, a potent disruption, an elemental subwave inducer. And then I will hit the things. So this week I started rewatching Stranger Things to prep myself for the new the new season that comes out on Friday.
We're calling it Stranger Things. Just to make sure it's, you know, okay.
Even Stranger Things. Stranger Strings.
Stranger.
Smanger
Yeah, that's coming
Smings.
out in 3 days.
Yep.
Season 2. That's great.
Something else happens in 3 days. It is a thing for which I am setting an alarm to wake me up at 2:58 a.m. on Thursday night, Friday morning.
This week?
This week. Can you imagine what it might be, John?
Nope.
The iPhone X pre-orders begin.
I heard if you're on their iPhone upgrade program, you get in early.
Oh, really? See, I tried to get on that at one point, but then like there was something to do with like a weird credit thing, and so they didn't want to do it. So ever since then, I basically just bought my phones outright on my credit card.
I'm thinking about, do I want to, if I play 2 constructs, then I'm very likely to have Requital hurt me a bunch. So I might just play Cosmic Weapon and use that for now.
Menzer asks, would you consider something like the cross-platform PC, Xbox, Windows Store in addition to Steam?
I have lots of hit points.
Or does Steam, Microsoft have requirements that prevent that? We actually briefly looked into the Microsoft Store, and there was some things that made it frustrating, so we didn't do it at the time because the potential reach was so small. But I don't know. I'd have to look into it again, to be honest with you, to see what the current situation is regarding that whole PC, Mac, Windows, Xbox, etc. thing. I will tell you that one thing that we've always really, really, really liked is the fact that, like, it doesn't matter where you're playing Sentinels. You can always find a multiplayer game and you can play against anyone else. And that is obviously a thing that on console is a little bit not so much a thing. It's becoming more so these days, at least between Xbox and PC for sure, and Xbox and PlayStation for a few select games. I feel like Switch is definitely not on that bandwagon yet.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to have cross-platform multiplayer. Captain Cosmic doing all the damage. Yeah, I don't even think the Windows Store, like Windows Phone, is still so small that.
Well, it's like not a thing anymore.
No. Is it not even a thing anymore?
As of 2 weeks ago, I think that was the thing I read.
We made the right choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bummer because I honestly, like, if you had to ask me, like, between the sort of 3 competitors of, like, iOS, Android, and Windows Phone, obviously iOS is number 1 for me, but Windows Phone was, like, a close second. I really thought they were doing some really interesting things, but then I just gave up because it looks like Microsoft kind of gave up. So really, it's iOS and Android now, and iOS is my winner for me. Android is, I could never get comfortable with Android. I am actually looking at my cards. I'm not just spouting nonsense. I'm trying to decide what I want to play.
That's fine. JZC may be interested to know that at Handelabra we mostly use Macs.
Yeah, actually,
the game you will play is made on a Mac.
We can actually sort of bounce through that. So, like, I work on Macs, John works on Macs, Krista works on Macs. Jean-Marc splits his time. He works sometimes on a Mac and sometimes on Windows. Jennifer is pretty much exclusively Windows, and David is pretty much exclusively Windows. So that should give you an idea of, that's the whole team right there. And it's interesting, too. Like, I feel like Jean-Marc's work, like, the thing that you would think he does on a Mac, he actually doesn't do on a Mac. Like, most people would think of, with Jean-Marc, that his work on a Mac would probably be his music work, but he does his music work on Windows.
All right. We could probably discard a card for this now. Guys can discard something. And your elemental subwave inducer got a little dusty.
Wah, wah. Alright, we get another glass jaw. This one goes to Captain Cosmic.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's not great. Vapenalabra. Okay, take Walker. Let's just calm down, okay?
Doing some vaping.
I'm doing some vaping. Yeah, like, I've actually been playing my Xbox more recently than I have in a very long time because Cuphead. And I think we've talked enough about Cuphead in the last couple of weeks. I'm still enjoying it, but I still, like, I don't know. There's something about, like, I still play Binding of Isaac on my Switch more than I play Cuphead, just because, like, by the end of the night, whatever it is, it's like, oh, here's the thing I'm going to do tonight. Like, last night, for instance, was watch Spider-Man Homecoming again, because my Blu-ray came. By the end of the night, it was like, all right, I'm just going to put on some random YouTube videos and watch, quote-unquote, watch those while I play Binding of Isaac on my Switch. I think I've actually logged something like 400 hours. Was that on the show that we looked through that? I literally have put so many hours on Binding of Isaac, it's like completely asinine.
We mentioned it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it is craziness. Here's my cool little Zelda case. Oh, look at that.
What do I want to do?
My Mario is already pre-ordered. That's another thing that happens this week on the 27th. So many things.
Is that the Mario on a beach with his dog game?
Mario Odyssey.
That is literally all that I know. Also, people are like trying to figure out how Mario's skeleton works and stuff.
Oh, I should probably go back to the game and not be looking at my Switch. Okay, let's see.
You can't play your Switch while we're...
I was trying to find the number of hours that I've played. I know you said this a couple weeks ago, but you haven't. You really need to play Golf Story on Switch. Best, funniest writing in a game in a long time. Okay. Golf Story, huh? All right, I'll look into that.
Yeah, Mike from Penny Arcade plays that a lot.
Okay. Given where we're at in the game right now, I actually think I'm just going to go ahead and take down.
I would play take
Did you? Oh, yeah, you just voted for that, like, right as I was dragging it up. Like, keep her from doing things. That's always a good plan. So it's interesting. I didn't realize that I actually own Binding of Isaac on my Mac. I bought it in, like, a Humble Bundle at one point when I tried to buy something else. And so I have a version of it on my Mac, and I tried to play it with a keyboard and mouse, and I was like, yeah, this is not an okay thing. I'm definitely not doing this ever again.
I have a controller that I bought for traveling.
Yeah, I have a controller, but, like, I had to, like, install a USB thing and, like, map all the things, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Plus, it's an older version. So there's, like, the original version of Binding of Isaac, then there's, like, Rebirth, and there's Afterbirth, and there's Afterbirth Plus. Like, there's a bunch of different versions that are, like, new items and new things to do and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm going to blow up that dynamic siphon. For the damage.
Binding of Isaac, played for 470 hours or more. That doesn't seem like a real thing. That's a lot of hours.
They just stopped counting.
470 hours or more.
Oh no, too many constructs. Well, I don't think the order is going to matter here. They're just all going to hit me. Does Tempest have another power to use? You do. How about you have an augmented ally?
Okay. Jeremy play SOTM while playing on Switch and watching Stranger Things and Spider-Man at the same time. So you jest, but like that is totally a thing that I would do. I'm all about like the like overload. I'm in the process of rebuilding my home theater. It got flooded last year, and hopefully it'll actually be ready to be used again soon. But like I could totally see having like Netflix up on my laptop while having like some 4K movie playing on my theater while also having my Switch in my hand. That is totally a thing I would do. And my wife would be horrified because she's like, screen time is bad. And I'm like, but all the screens!
What if I could have one more screen?
Yes, exactly. Maybe screen time with one screen is bad, but what about 2 or 3 screens at the same time?
Are you expecting Kismet to deal you radiant damage? Or you just picked
I just picked one
type
randomly.
without thinking about it?
Yeah.
Because there is a use to the card.
I know there is. Yeah, whatever.
You didn't want to discard?
I did not.
All right.
I am not actually streaming from my Switch. That would be really cool. That if we ever do make a Switch version, that is the thing I will totally try to do. Is like, we'll do like a Sentinels live, and I'll be streaming from my Twitch, from my Switch. Excuse me, streaming on Twitch from my Switch, and then we'll like let you guys know like in the middle.
Stream to Twitch from the Switch.
Yep, Twitch.
Dr. Seuss style.
The Twitchy of Switchies were Twitchy the Switchies. Yep, no cards for you.
No
900
cards.
hours of Sentinels, says Take Walker. Fantastic. I support this message.
Alright. I am going to prepare for Guise to do something cool.
Which Switch
Guise
on
Barbarian.
Twitch? Which Twitch for Switch? My friend Mitch said without a hitch that I would pull my britches up. There we go. I found another one.
Deal some damage. And then at the end of my turn, ooh, I can do that too.
So according to
Captain Cosmic does, I'm going to play the top 3 cards of my deck.
Nice.
Guys loves that.
According to Steam, I have played 952 hours of Sentinels. So that's not bad. Oh, and of course, Pricey Provinces has to come in at 960 just to outdo me. Oh, and Epiku, 1,062 hours of Sentinels on Steam. My goodness. You folks are awesome. But that, of course, does not count all the time I put in on Sentinels on things like my iPad, as well as any of the other various devices that I have.
Now, well, the constructs are attacking Guise, but that is just the price of freedom.
Indeed. Alright, let's see here. 29 HP, huh? We got a maintenance level in play.
They take down again.
Yeah, I was looking at takedown again, but I'm at 7 HP.
Whatever. You're fine.
Yeah, you only need the last one. That's fine.
Yeah. And she'll hit you for 2, and then 4 on her turn. You'll be fine. You'll 1. That's the one you need. And I'm gonna gimmick a character and try to get a hit point back.
Oh, Sanvar. Yeah, I have no idea how many hours you've put in. Sanvar probably is like over 2,000
2
hours.
hit points. And then I can do that too, again. On Captain Cosmic, again.
Sentinel Tactics Digital confirmed. Oh, speaking of Sentinel Tactics, so my son and I went to a thing this weekend, and then we stopped back at the office, and he was like, hey, what's this game? And he was pointing to Sentinel Tactics, and I was like, oh, that's a different Sentinels game. And he was like, oh, can I learn how to play that game? And I was like, that's fine. We will take it home, and I will at some point show you how to play that game. So we took my Sentinel Tactics Flame of Freedom, and all 3 boxes of miniatures home, and he has been like poring over them, like setting them all up and like going through them or whatever. So I have to not only relearn how to play Sentinel Tactics because I haven't played it in forever, but then also teach him how to play it because he is dying to play it now. So someday they will finish the Prime War update and everything for that, and that'll be fun.
I am drawing 1,000,000 cards for Guise. It's the best.
1,000,000 cards.
Oh, and then finally it's the end of your turn.
Oh, okay then.
Alright, yeah, Autonomous Blade on Guise seems like a good way to go. It's not like Guise is gonna get killed by that or anything. Yeah, I'll probably destroy all these if I reveal the top 3 cards. Yeah, see? I can destroy whichever ones I want. And I'll put another Autonomous Blade onto Guise. And then I'll destroy enough so that there are fewer than 4.
Thank you, another letdown, for volunteering as tribute to help me relearn tactics. Like, this is the thing about tactics. I have yet to have that moment where it just clicks and I get why it's good and fun. That's not to say that it doesn't exist, but for me, I've played it a bunch of times, and at no point was I ever like, okay, yes, I totally love this, and I want to play it some more. That's not to say it's a bad game. It's just to say that I still have yet to really get it. Which I think, quite frankly, I am probably the poster child for a lot of the reasons why they're trying to sort of rework some of it. I understand that it's a very good game. I've watched it played, and I've enjoyed watching people play it. I just, personally, I've never really loved playing it. But I'm going to play with my son, and maybe that'll change my opinion of it. I could see that happening very easily.
All right. I can play a card. I want to do that power again. So, do I have 3 cards left on my deck? I do. And they're probably going to be best card ever. So, I'm going to go get that card again. I think. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I didn't get what I was looking for. I'm looking for a different card. That's not one of those. I can do that too, is what I want. Super combo.
Yeah, so it's interesting to me. Take Walker says, I don't quite see the appeal of tactics, but I'm interested to see what happens with this overhaul. Like, the thing with tactics is it adds something to the game that, to the concept that simply does not exist in Sentinel, the card game, which is that of geography, placement, like, where are you in relation to other things? And that is not something that ever happens in the card game. And
Oblivion.
Well, yes, Oblivion does enter. It adds like a single axis of that, which you're either here or you're there.
You're neither here nor there.
Because when you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down.
I enjoy tactics a lot, but there are definitely a lot of balance issues with the scenarios. And it's not easy to learn, and I think that's one of the big things they're going to try to fix is the learning curve and the approachability. Because the game works once you know it, and you can have a good game with it. But like some of the things are really not intuitive. So, like the elevation stuff is a little mysterious for a lot of people. Oh yeah, I definitely am going to put another copy of I Can Do That Too on top of the deck. For Captain Cosmic, I'll put a target up there. Unless, yeah.
So here's a fun story. I had to take a lift today. And the Lyft driver's name was Jeremy, which I already thought was awesome because my name is Jeremy. And it's rare that I get someone who's got the same name as me. But then I found out that he is the son of one of the people from Bone Thugs and Harmony. And so we talked a lot about his dad and like how he still tours and still makes music. And it was definitely the most fun Lyft drive that I have ever had, because it was just such a different. Like, I wasn't expecting to have, like, a Cleveland celebrity's son be my Lyft driver, who also happened to have the exact same name as me today. So that was a lot of fun. And sidebar complete. Alright, yeah, I'm going to do this and do this. That's fine. What, does she have teens? Yeah, she's going down.
Yeah, turns out it wasn't an elevator. Guise is going to win the game here, because Guise is the best. I'm going to play...
Yes, lift. L-Y-F-T. Not an elevator. Although, to be fair, if this was the 40s, I could have had a lift operator who was driving the lift for me.
Guise is the best. And even if he doesn't finish the game here, he's going to do it on the environment turn, selling out. So, just watch out for that.
Alright, I'll just lean back and let you make it all
happen.
Lean
back and think of England. I'm going to use Requital. I can play... Oh yeah, I had this on top of my deck, I forgot. I can play I Can Do That Too off the top of my own deck, or I can use another power. I'll use my own power. And I'll, yeah, I should have done those in the opposite order, but that's okay.
So I say Lyft because most people, like, if I had said Uber, everyone would know exactly what I was talking about, but I don't patronize Uber anymore, so.
And it's time for Autonomous Blades.
Oh yeah, I mean, within the last
Destroy.
probably 10 or so years, I've been in an elevator that had an elevator operator in an old-timey building.
And let's play the best card ever.
I've also operated an elevator myself. Like old school freight elevators have like a thing where you have to be like and like move your and like stop it hopefully so that it's like right at the right spot. So
Woo!
whoop.
Say cheese. We didn't win yet, but Kismet's at 1. If only I could do more damage. Is that even possible? Yes.
So by the way, there has been more than 5,000 new players in Sentinels over the last 2 weeks because of the sale. So, excuse me, I hope that all you folks out there have been nice to all the new people that are all in there. Some of them are only playing the core game. Some of them are playing... there were lots and lots and lots of season passes sold and expansions sold. So I hope you guys are showing them just how good we can all be here in this amazing multiverse.
We have defeated the Trickster with the help of Guise, who is the best.
Woo! Good times. Guys plus Requital equals win. Indeed.
That is a true fact.
A true fact. My favorite kinds of facts.
Trickster Kismet has been thunderstruck.
Boom. All right. Let's do...
I want to play a game where we have Guise and the maximum number of presents are given out.
Ah.
So like other heroes that let him use a power, and we'll just give 1 million presents.
Alright, let's see what we get here. Boom. Biomancer, Plague Rat, Hammer, and Anvil. Alright, and we'll add one more Greazer, because how can you not have Greazer? Alright, so you've got Santa Guise. I will do, let's see who I want. Let's just pick 2 and then randomize and see what I get. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, get rid of Sergeant Steel. Alright, Final Wasteland.
The thing I was saying?
What did you say? Guys with maximum presidents?
Not presidents, but presents.
The maximum presidents. Alright,
So
what do
you
I...
need to choose heroes that can let him use powers.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see here.
Here's the Sentinels trivia time. Do you know there another hero that will let guys use a power every turn?
Every turn?
Yeah.
Whoops.
I have one down here.
Yeah, I see the one down there. Let's see. Yes, I do actually. Hang on a second. Boom. There's one.
All right. Where's the other one?
Let's see. That will let another hero use a power.
It's like we need to use more and more and more powers.
I mean, Argent Adept can if he's set up.
Which Argent Adept?
One of them.
Maybe there's one that doesn't need to be set up.
Oh, I see. If a hero's dealt damage this way, that player can... Okay, fair enough.
And there you go.
And there you go. All
Time
right.
for Christmas.
It is Xmas time. Oof, this is going to be an interesting game. So we got Biomancer, Plague Rat, Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, and Greazer with Santa Guise. Is that Extreme Primordans? Yes, Extreme Primordans, Fanatic. No, regular Primordans, Fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa Legacy, and Extreme Primordans, Argent Adept. This is like a total timeline mashup here. I love it. It's like, wait, are you a Primordan? I am. Are you Extreme? I'm not. Okay. Guise has got Gritty Reboot. I can do that too.
I don't know if you skipped past the intro, but it's the weirdest conversation.
Oh shoot, I did.
Biomancer says, "Can you feel your flesh crawl? But of course it crawls to me." And Guy says, "Ho ho ho! I've got presents for everyone." So
nice.
Bizarre.
All right, so Guise opens with Gritty Reboot. I can do that too. Look what I found in Selling Out. Fanatic has got a couple of Brutal Censures, a Divine Focus, and a Sanctifying Strike. Legacy has got Backfist Strike, Bolster Allies, Lead from the Front, and Next Evolution. And Argent Adept has got Inventive Preparation, Silver Shadow, Syncopated Onslaught, and Vernal Sonata.
Tales from the Archive is not on Tuesday now. I'm not sure where that happened. The YouTube of Sundays went up today.
I think he's commenting on the fact that I was talking about how this is like a weird timeline mashup, and we're trying to
I see.
talk about how they all fit together. All right, so Clone Ranger, Homunculus, Wildfire, Hammer and Shield, Paycheck goes to Legacy, Pickable Pompadour, and Friend or Foe.
Menzer says, feature request after today's letters page, Santa Guise games get a random lesson banner when they're over. I like that idea.
I can't wait to find out what that means.
You will find out what that means.
I'm excited.
One thing I've enjoyed from letters page is hearing about like how Biomancer is actually like a really, really, really dangerous villain.
Mm-hmm.
And he just hasn't, like, he has his fingers in every pie, but like he hasn't really had a major event, which is why he doesn't have a major villain deck. So I'm thinking we'll probably see more of him in future things.
Future things, yeah, totally.
More of him and more of you.
Where did I put? What? Did I lose my thing? Ah,
How? You lost your thing.
I lost a thing. It's all right. It's not a big deal.
All right. Who? Do you have a preference for who we start punching first?
Yeah, villains games tend to break my brain, so I don't know. You tell me.
Well, not Biomancer. Biomancer's hard to start with because of the damage reduction.
Yeah.
Plague-Rat's not too bad. He's got the neutralizers that increase damage to us. So we could go after him, maybe. Let's do that.
Sure.
I mean, Hammer and Anvil are annoying too, but... Don't hit Greazer first, why not? Why would you
leave Greazer for last? Always.
I don't do that. Often I kill Greazer. Greazer is not that hard to kill and is annoying when he's alive. So let's give it presents. He does play extra villain cards, but...
All right.
I wouldn't say it plays a bunch of extra villain cards. It plays one villain card. Fanatic wants, I guess it's going to be one than the other, so no matter really. Then the tanker. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
So much damage.
Yeah, that +2 to the heroes.
Yeah.
Not good. At least he's fighting with Biomancer. You care about the order?
Alright, so let's see here. Excuse me.
Yeah, so that RevoCorp tanker is giving damage reduction to Plague Rat.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. We'll hit the tanker. Draw a card. There's my absolution. Okay. That's fine. All right. Something good, something good, something good. Zealous offense.
Hey!
Right. That's fine. Bloop.
More presents for everyone. Let's see if we can get 10 presents, and then we'll think about opening them.
Okay.
We'll see if maybe that's too early. Well, Hammer and Anvil have given us a decision. We have to kill them.
Oh, Bastion. Ugh.
Yep.
Not a fan.
So when that comes out, I like to take out the Hammer and Shield and then wail on Anvil. That's typically what I like to do. So I'm going to do it because it's actually my turn and I forgot that I was this. Okay. So let's hit the Hammer and Shield. And give presents. Just think about how many awesome presents we're going to get. It's going to be great.
So, nobody tell my kids, but I am on the waiting list, speaking of presents for Christmas, I'm on the waiting list to get one of the 7,500 piece Millennium Falcons. The Lego, the super awesome...
What if your kids watch the live stream?
They don't. But shh! Nobody tell them.
I mean, they could watch the YouTube.
They're not gonna. So, but that is the thing that I'm trying to do. I'm on the waiting list. I want to get one, and that's going to be like the centerpiece of our Christmas. It's going to be a present for the entire family, and we're all going to work on putting it together for basically the next 6 months after Christmas, because it is 7,500 and something pieces, the largest Lego set that's ever been released. It's like the whole thing is like 25 pounds. I can't even think of what it's going to be like for that to get shipped to me. But that is my plan, because I watched somebody try to make it as quickly as possible. It took them 36 hours, basically nonstop, to put it together. And it's like 3.5 feet long. They have an example of it at the Lego store near me, which is so cool. All right, so let's see. I have nothing in play other than presents. I don't know that we have enough to make Vernal Sonata super worth it right now.
Yeah, you'll want that for later, so
Yeah.
we can seed our presents with desired goodies. It's time for the scotch. The beer is over.
Beer before liquor, never sicker, John.
Nope.
I know. All right, so I assume I'm hitting Guise with this?
Actually,
If we want to do more presents or no?
hit Legacy with it.
Oh, yes. Good call. So I will hit Legacy.
Yeah, generally, actually, we should have had Prime Warden's Fanatic hit Legacy too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play Inspiring Presence. Obviously, my presents will be inspired, not just your ho-hum gift cards or
Guys put on a Santa hat in his banana shenanigans. I love the phrase banana shenanigans. I'm going to start working that into as many conversations as I possibly can.
Also, just let me know if you want me to bounce it off Fanatic. Depends on how much you want to get hit. We can bounce these powers around. Hey! Yeah, blow up both of those neutralizers. I think. They are bad for us. They're bad for business. So everyone already has 4 presents. You see how good this plan is working out already.
I do. What? No, don't do that. Bananigans.
A new creation. Duplex Patriot.
So, 1 internet point to the first person who can tell me what the reference is for New Jersey Devil.
Hockey team.
Close. It's not the one that Christopher was thinking about when he named that card.
Well, he should have. Because it's a hockey team.
I mean, to be fair, the thing that he was probably referencing might be a reference to that.
Yeah, I mean, the New Jersey Devils are a reference to, like, a mythical monster thing.
Oh, X-File episode, Jersey Devil urban legend. Nope. I know Christopher, and I know for a fact what it was that he was thinking of. Now, to be fair, I have not confirmed this with Christopher, but knowing what I know about Christopher, I would be shocked if this was not the way that he was thinking when he named this card. Sanvar nails it! And anybody who knows my history...
The New Jersey Devils hockey teams are named after a Coheed and Cambria thing?
I did not say that. What I said is when Christopher was naming this card, he was probably thinking of the Coheed and Cambria song, The Devil in Jersey City. Because I know Christopher, and Christopher has gone to see Coheed and Cambria with me, and whether or not that song was named after the hockey team, which was named after the cryptid, that is like a legendary whatever, I'd be willing to bet that Christopher was thinking of the Devil in Jersey City when he named this card. We can tweet at him and ask that question. Maybe I'll be wrong, and if I am, I will eat crow, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And Sanvar nailed it, so I'm not the only person who was possibly thinking this way. Oh,
Still
John's
getting
border
more
is showing.
presents.
Why is John's border showing? What happened? I didn't change that thing. Oh, game show, what are you doing?
Is it on this side? Or up here? Or down there? Or
It was on both
over?
places. All right, I believe I have fixed it.
It's everywhere!
Next week on Sentinels Live, Jeremy eats an entire crow. That would actually be fitting, because it's the Halloween episode. The devil went down to Georgia, not New Jersey. Yes, that's true.
Cytosine is not impressed. I've never heard of that band, except for Jeremy mentioning them. Are they regional?
They are not regional. They're originally from like Jersey, New York area, I believe. But they're a concept band. Like they are not Metallica. They're not, the Rolling Stones. But they are a band.
Internationally known, but still niche.
Yeah, they're definitely niche. I mean, their whole thing is that, with the exception of their very most recent album, they are a concept band where every album they've written has been part of this science fiction epic that they've been telling, which is The Bag Online Adventures of Coheed and Cambria, a.k.a. The Amory Wars, which tells the story of these 2 iRobots, which are not iRobots like iPhones or iRobots, but iRobots. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it here. But yes, they are awesome and amazing. They were in Rock Band, which is how both myself and Christopher discovered them.
Yeah,
And
I've never heard of them without hearing them in Rock Band.
Yep, that's exactly right. They had a song from the longest, most ridiculously named album in the history of the universe, which was, what the heck was the name of that album? Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness, maybe was the name of the album? It's a really long, crazy name. But the song Welcome Home was in Rock Band, and I was like, this is pretty good. And then there was a DLC that included their song 10 Speed of God's Blood and Burial, which was awesome. Jeremy's Coheed and Cambria Fabcast, there it is.
Take your turn.
And me and Christopher both fell in love with the band as a result of that, and he came to Cleveland to go see them live with me, and it was so awesome.
I'm not sure what else. I kind of want the New Jersey Devil around.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You could just pick something else, like. Yeah. Were there 2 homunculi? I guess so.
Oh, were there? Was there a second one?
Did you skip? I mean, you could still pick a villain target.
I picked Clone Ranger and Homunculus. There's only one Homunculus.
Okay, sure. Then whatever.
Okay. All right. And we were focusing Hammer and Shield, I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this.
And then Anvil, of course, who will be resurrected and then killed again. All right, it's gonna have to be time to give presents out soon because we're dying.
All right, wait, what did I play?
Divine
Focus. Interesting.
Yeah, choose Legacy.
Okay.
And I think it's still time to give. It's still time to give. There are more presents to give. That's 6.
That is the true meaning of Christmas after all.
Hey,
Fancast, Fabcast. I am horribly disappointed in everybody that you're saying things like Fancast and Fabcast, but not a single one of you has said Fastcast.
Oh, actually, you should skip because of Bastion. Cleansing Flames. That's annoying.
YouTube.com/Fastcast. You should do that. You should go to that. It's amazing. It's like the best show on YouTube. Too fast, too cast. Exactly, Cytosine.
Oh, I thought Hip Displacer was going to kill. Oh, it is going to kill itself. Good. It's 1 and 1. Good. And probably still skip here because of Bastion.
Yep.
I will bolster my allies as well.
Look what I found. Sanctifying Strike. Another bolster allies. And an Arcane Cadence.
So if I give Argent Adept a power, you can yell at Guise, who can play a card and use a power. That seems like a good thing for me.
Yeah!
And there are no ongoing cards for the villains. It's really weird. I want to play. I can do that too. And I'm going to use Legacy's power to let me regain a hit point and use a power.
And use the other power. Or use your power,
and use my power to put the top card to give out presents. Yeah. Extra hit point and presents. That's 7 presents for everyone. Or is it 6? Is it 6 now?
1, 2, 3. It looks like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. Who's gonna open their presents now?
Oof. Like Uber set up Argent Adept could be interesting. Fanatic could, yeah, Fanatic's a bit of a wild card. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Argent Adept.
Alacritus Subdominant. Vernal Sonata.
Yay!
All right, everybody gets some HPs back.
And whatever you put on top is going to be put into a present. So, yeah,
Okay.
I can do that too. I want that for a present.
Do I want Brutal Censure? Or Brutal Censure? Ugh, man, decisions.
Or a mystery. Yeah, Back to Strike is good as a present. Let's do that.
Instrumental Conjuration. All right, hang on a second. Let me look at what I got here. All right, so I have a rhythm and a harmony in play, but I still have 4 presents. And I have no instruments in my... Yeah, all the instruments are in my deck. So let's take a look here.
Yeah, like the Lyra would be really good with what you have now.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm trying to decide, like, do I want the
Super
Lyra?
card play time.
Yeah, that's probably the best choice of the choices here. Obviously, the harp and the bell are both also good with a rhythm and a harmony, but what I have, I think the lyra is probably the best choice. So. Oh, look at that. All right, I have to wake up now, crack my knuckles, and take a look.
Another Arcane Cadence. And
Yeah, no, I see it. All right, so let's see here. All right, so hand, top, bottom, trash, play. Hand, top, bottom, trash, play. All right, so let's see. I've already got that in play. Rhythm, melody, hand.
Maybe I'll find a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, there's not a lot of ongoings. Yeah, the position's not an ongoing, so that's not useful.
Whose turn is it anyway?
Hand, top, bottom, trash, play. Hand.
I could play Sentinels on mobile now. Or I could just deal myself out some one-deck dungeon. I've got 2 doors. I should shuffle. I looked at those before.
Alright, let's see.
I don't have a hero, but I'm going to make it up as I go. I flipped a skeleton. So let's be fair, and I'll roll like 2 magic. I'll just roll the 1 die for each box on.
Alright, I'm gonna play that. So let's do
And there's no
hand,
dungeon.
top, bottom,
Whoop.
trash, and play.
Whoop. Oh, so I can cover up the
Alright, counterpoint bulwark. Another Vernal Sonata.
It's got a 4 and a 3. So I get those, and I have gonna be taking some damage here.
Jeremy sounds like a time-crazed prisoner saying, hand, top, bottom, trash, play. Hand, top, bottom, trash. Like, that's like my mantra. Well, like, whenever that Arcane Cadence comes out, I gotta, like, think ahead. Like, alright, hand, top, bottom, trash, and play.
I could have been facing the Plague Rat, just like we are in Sentinels. Oh, are we doing a thing?
Yeah, do a thing, John.
I guess, I mean, I want the other present more than that present. So, but that is also a good present. So I'll put it on top because that's pretty good. I mean, it's good to have that for presents. Bolster Allies is a good present.
That's a great present, yeah. That's like a present that keeps on giving. And another Instrumental Conjuration. So I will look in my deck and I will grab the harp because I have lots of harmonies. And I draw the horn. So many things.
Oh, and now I draw a card and it's the end of my turn. Well, Argent Adept is set up now.
Yep.
That's pretty solid. Here, once again, I think Bastion is still a factor, right? So you would do 1 damage, so it's probably not worth it.
Oh, you know what? One of the cards that I sort of like shuffled out of everything there was my like kill any card in play card.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I might have not used it to the best of its ability.
Electro Shackles is going to the Argent Adept.
All right, so oh geez, I have 2 Arcane Cadences still in my hand.
Well, you can use Silver Shadows and Vernal Sonatas.
Oh, this breaks my brain. I'm not good at playing Argent Adept. It's bad when you make me play Argent Adept. All right, let's see here.
You could let Guise play a card first off if you want, with a Silver Shadow, and then defer your brain bending to a later date.
All right. All right, so that is going to be... Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll let Guise do that.
All right. Then I'm going to play... I can do that too. And choose Legacy. It's really easy. Just play your best song.
Exactly.
I'll go to Santa Guise, and I will... Should I give presents or open presents? I mean, we know that Legacy has some great presents, so... But you could also let Guise use his next power, right? So later on your turn. So I'm gonna do that.
Later on, you know, in the future.
Later on this turn, let Guise use another power.
Oof, what do I want to do?
Play another card.
Yeah.
You could let Fanatic play a card, or you could let Legacy play a card, or Guise play a card.
Yeah.
Or you could get 2 hit points.
What does Fanatic even have in her hand right now? She already has a Divine Focus, so that's limited.
Undaunted. And block that Thermobaric is gonna keep hitting.
I like that idea. Let's do that. Argent breaks my brain.
Opening present set off the Thermobaric Mine. I believe it does. Because they're treated as if they just entered play. I'm not sure if they do it. She did get attacked when when she got the present. I don't know if she double gets it. You should still play another card.
I know. I'm looking at what cards to play.
You have so many good choices. You could just do Vernal Sonata if you want, if you don't want to do the Arcane Cadence.
Yeah, I know. I was looking actually at... Because so Sadistic Dissident did end up in my hand. So I was looking at a way to try and do that to get rid of Bastion.
Sure.
Because I don't like Bastion.
I mean, we just have to kill Anvil to get rid of Bastion, but yeah, I mean, it's good to
I
get
mean,
rid of
he
him.
is the main character in the Neverending Story, but I really don't like that card.
Well, then play it.
Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Sadistic Dissonant. Alright, in order to make that happen, that is a perform harmony. So if I do... Alright, hang on now. I should have figured this out. If I Lyra into Inspiring Supertonic and then the Harp into Sadistic Dissonant...
Now use the Harp to let that guy's play do his other power, and you can use Alacritus Subdominant. Oh wait, you don't have another instrument.
Yeah, I only have the 2 instruments, so that's why I was like, since I have to destroy one for Dissonant, I figured I would Lyra into Inspiring Supertonic, then use the Harp to do Sadistic Dissonant, destroy the Lyra. No, that's... wait.
You're not going to get to do it optimally.
Yeah.
Because you don't have other instruments.
Yeah, I have both the horn and another conjuration in hand, so like I can get things back and reset up next turn. Alright, so I'm gonna Lyra into Supertonic.
I think it makes sense to destroy the Lyra, so then you can still use the accompany of Alacritus Subdominant to use your power. To shout at Legacy.
Yeah, shout at Legacy. Okay, cool. Alright, so then I will perform this. And, sorry, you said to destroy the Harp? Because I want to use the...
No, destroy the Lyra.
Destroy the Lyra, because I want to use the Company of the Harmony. Okay, right, alright. So, destroy Bastion. Real Fan Fanatic says, I was gone for something important, but I wanted to directly tell you how great Bottom of the Ninth is. Thank you so much. We are very excited about Bottom of the Ninth. It is a great, fun, super awesome game.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I'm going to... At Guise, yes?
No, you can choose Legacy and then...
Oh, Legacy, right.
Let guys, or then Legacy can play a card, also, which I think is what I want. He can play Bolster Allies for everyone.
I can do that too. Brutal Censure, Dex Evolution, and Polyphoric Flare. Legacy is choosing a power to use.
And then Legacy is going to choose Guise, and then Guise is going to open Legacy's presence. Yay! There's 8 cards!
8 presents!
We didn't get to 10. It's tough with villains mode. They hit you pretty hard. Suck! So I guess we don't have to beat up Anvil now. We could beat up Plague Rat if we want. Flying Smash! This is the damage dealing Legacy!
Oh, nice!
What? I played Flying Smash and then it didn't do anything. What's happening?
Did you play it or did you draw it? You drew it
I drew
because of
it.
Thok.
I drew it!
Yeah, Thok was a draw card.
Okay. That was the draw from Thok. I did it wrong. And then I get a takedown in my hand. Play Surge of Strength. That would be good to have first. Another Thok. Yes, everyone is telling me how I was wrong. Thank you.
In before Legacy kills himself. So people say they're excited about One Deck Dungeon and they're excited about the Kickstarter. We are also excited about it. I think when it actually does go live next week, you guys are going to really be excited about it. We've been working basically nonstop for 2 weeks now on it. We got a whole nother week before the Kickstarter even launches, and it is really shaping up great. Like we expected it to shape up great, but we haven't had the whole team working sort of full bore on a single project in a really long time. Like we were all Sentinels all the time for a long time, and then it was literally like 60% of the company on Bottom of the Ninth, 40% of the company on Sentinels, but right now, almost all of the company is working on nothing but One Deck Dungeon, and we are super excited about it. It is going to be great. The Kickstarter is going to be great. The product is going to be great. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be fun. I'm very excited.
You can do this now if you want.
All right, Fanatic, discard a card.
It's against Greazer.
Yeah, that's fine. Abominable snowman. Abominable. The abdominal snowman.
Well, Legacy took Plague Rat down to 7 hit points by punching him real hard a whole bunch of times.
Nice.
I feel good about that, and I think Guise is going to be able to finish him off. Because Guise is going to open his own presence this turn. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
We probably could have killed Biomancer, but I mean, I didn't know how many punches I was going to get.
Yeah, right.
So. And that drawing cards, it's good times.
So here's actually a little bit of a spoiler alert. We are going to be doing a bunch of dev streams during the One Deck Dungeon Kickstarter, doing like One Deck Dungeon development stuff. So I know that there's a bunch of you out there who love watching our dev streams, and you watch the Sentinels ones, you watch the bottom of the ninth ones. There will be One Deck Dungeon dev streams happening through the entire month of November. So keep an eye on that. More information obviously will be coming next week, but we're very excited to show you what we're working on and how that's coming along. It's been a really fun project for us to work on here, and we can't wait to show you guys.
Do your thing.
Yes. Do I even want to? Yeah, I'm just get rid of this.
Yeah, there's like not many ongoing cards.
I know. Yeah.
Oh man, I have such a great hand. But I'm definitely going to open presents, and I'm going to open... What's this snowman going after? Mostly bad guys. Alright. I feel like with so many presents, there's going to be all sorts of delicious things in there, so I'm just going to play things that let me play another card. Like I can play Say Cheese and hit Plague Rat. Oh, but he won't die.
Oh, I found the thing I was looking
He
for.
will die. He will be at 5. He'll be at 5. Alright, Say Cheese on Plague Rat. First thing. There is a great game on knitting. Someone else made it though. I can do that too. I'm gonna choose Legacy's Power, obviously.
Obviously. Oh, Deirdre, come on.
And then we're gonna choose the Argent Adept, who can use the harp to at least get hit points if he wants. And bounce it back.
Oh shoot, I tapped away. Hang on. Argent Adept. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's no cards that we're really dying to destroy?
Nope. Actually, you could choose Argent Adept and then shout at guys instead of just the power.
Okay.
Then he gets a card play also. It's 3 damage, but I feel like we can handle that.
Yeah, and Guise is the highest right now of us.
Yeah. Because I really want to play Oh Yeah, I'm That Guy, just in case it's not there.
For liberty, truth, and Justin.
Because it's gonna rock the socks off.
Oh man, game over right here.
I have plus 5 damage or something silly. Well, not plus. I have.
Yeah, Guise needs to do almost
Surge of Strength and 2 Inspiring Presences.
Almost 80 hit points this turn to win the game right now. Let's see, can he do it? Can he do it?
Oh, and this is still my play a card phase, so I'm still putting the top card face down, so that I get one more present on my go. So I have 9 presents. Not 10, but Fanatic's gonna have 10 by the time I open hers, probably. So that's pretty good.
I have enough
the UI
cards.
is not. Oh yeah, and you can accompany. You can get hit points.
Yep.
probably. And yeah, let's open Guise's presents now.
Imthesta says, it's time for another beer. Is it weird to watch this on the couch like a football game? It is not weird at all. Look at all these presents that are about to get opened.
Where did I leave
Where did I leave that?
I'm okay with that. I got the best card ever.
Good.
Gritty reboot. Say cheese.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, so Seichi is going to do 4 damage, but I actually want to hit something that's going to stick around and be at the right amount of hit points. So I'm going to hit, like, I guess one of these. The Carbon Adept is kind of annoying, so we'll hit that. And then I get to play a card. It's tempting, because I can play, like...
Oof.
Actually,
yeah.
it's... Yeah, right? Like, I could play Selling Out, because I have 2 in my hand, so... there seems less likely to be another one. Actually, there won't be another one as a present, because there's only 2. So I should play Selling Out here, so that I'll be able to do it on the environment turn. So I'm going to do that.
Revo Cola. Experimentally refreshing.
Experimentally
Guise
refreshing.
Barbarian, like, you want to play it, but, like, I also want... if there's a present Guise Barbarian, that should not be wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'll discard lots of cards, maybe get some hit points. Oh yeah, 3 hit points. And play another card. Sure. I mean, I could play... Do you think I should play that Guise the Barbarian? Maybe I should play it, just to be safe. I can do that too!
Oh my god, the guy's nanigans are ridiculous.
If I use Fanatic's power, it will really hurt a lot. But it will be awesome.
It will be awesome.
If I use Argent Adept's power, I could just hit something for a bunch of damage. Maybe I'll just do that.
Midnight bats at the edge of
Edge
time.
of time!
Edge of time!
7 damage. This is awesome. I think I'm just gonna like rip through Biomancer this turn, unless we want to like take out Hammer and Anvil. I guess we could take out Hammer and Anvil. They're going next. Here you go, 7 damage. Boom.
Total
I mean, I
beefcake.
definitely want to get Plague Rat before the end of my turn. Can't forget that. Actually, yeah, Plague Rat will almost kill himself on his turn. So maybe I don't need to worry about him.
Oof. 8 damage there.
And another Guise the Barbarian, but it was last. Oh, so yeah, turns out I don't get to play another card until later. And Plague Rat gets to go. Actually, yeah, Plague Rat's still gonna get to go.
Oof.
This is gonna hurt a lot. Oh,
All right,
wait,
but
Total
hang on a
Beefcake.
second though.
Hang on, Total Beefcake.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun things we can do here.
Yeah, so let's... Well, what we need to do is make sure that... I don't know. Yeah, we want to make sure that... so Beefcake right now goes to the non-hero target with the lowest hit points. Which right now is like the Pompadour and stuff. But
Right,
yeah,
so
we can get rid of stuff that like we can just get rid of.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Anvil. But the Pompadour will make Greazer hit Plague Rat for us, so that's good too. But yeah, let's clear out stuff like the Clone. Yeah, if we hit the Clone Ranger, then like it's gonna end up being the lowest. We don't want that. Let's hit the Pompadour. And then, yeah, punch Plague Rat. And I guess we can hit Biomancer.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's going to be immune to the damage even if it gets redirected. So that's the trouble. Can hit Hammer.
Come on, scroll.
And Greazer.
Carbon Adept.
And yeah, destroy the Carbon Adept. Is Legacy immune to toxic? Legacy is not immune to toxic. The problem is that any target dealt damage this way deals itself 1 melee damage. It's going to hurt us a lot. Guise's things will blow themselves up. I guess I should have killed Plague Rat. I was too greedy. That's a lesson for us all.
Indeed.
Well, let's see how far we can go here. And then there's the other Electroshackles. All right, so right now, Beefcake's going to go to the Pompadour, which is just going to do nothing. So, I guess, yeah, I don't think the order is going to matter now. Except
Corner rat always bites the cat.
We should hit Legacy first if Legacy's going to kill himself, because that will reduce the damage we do to ourselves.
All right.
Right? Yeah.
And that gets rid of Greazer and all his shenanigans.
Yeah, and then I think... Yeah, it's just going to go... Oh, Total Beefcake now goes to Plague Rat. Oh, because Greazer left. But it's still... It doesn't matter, because it's toxic, so... You can choose for me. Oh, and then Zell's offense stops it from dealing damage. That's funny.
Undaunted.
Hey, Undaunted. Alright then, Plague Rat once again is boosted. I don't think the order matters here. Is the reason you want to hit Glen Ranger first?
I don't know, because he'll be gone.
He'll be gone, but the rest of us will live. Except Fanatic. Fanatic won't live. But she knew the risks.
She knew she was getting herself into. Alright. Draw a card, use a power, or discard the top card of each deck. She never got her presents. It's
Yeah,
Fanatic
Argent
story.
could use a power, and then, yeah, she did never get her presents. That's true. That's sad. Yeah, I would say you could get your hit point and let, like, shout at Guise. And Guise can play a card and use a power. And take revenge. Oh, you didn't do that?
I feel like I did exactly what you said.
You didn't shout at Guise. With your
Oh,
base
shoot.
power.
Okay, sorry. Use an incapacitated ability. What did I do now? Hang on. So use a power. Argent Adept. The harp. Oh, I see. Okay, right. So harp. And then use that on myself to guide. Yes, I get it. Okay, sorry. What did you do?
It's fine. Yeah, now shoot Guise. Oh, but it's Total Beefcake, so it won't actually get to go to Guise. Alright. I mean, you could just kill Plague.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's just kill Plague Rat. And 2, draw 3. Nah. Hit points are better. Jeremy was right all along. There's something that's never been written in our chat. Living Firebomb. I don't believe that I've ever seen that card played in all the times I've played this game.
Well, now you have.
Now I have. I mean, with the like 58 trillion possible combinations, it's probably not super surprising that there are cards I've never seen played.
True. And you are just barely around. But I can let you use a power, and thus get 2 more hit points. Do you have any presents?
I have 2 presents, I think.
Guise doesn't have any presents left. Well, if you, why don't you give Guise a power, and then you can open your 2 presents.
So not shout at him, just give him the power?
Yeah, because if you shout at him, he'll just redirect the damage to...
Oh, right.
Right, so... Maybe it'll be something fun.
Syncopated Onslaught. And another Inspiring Supertonic.
Hey.
And I will regain some HPs.
We play the top card of either Biomancer's or Hammer and Anvil's deck. Probably Biomancer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Impersonation.
Just kill Biomancer.
Okay, let's see. We got 11 and 4. HP department. No presence on the field, I don't believe, right? No?
At the moment, no. You could get your Lyra back. Or do that.
Hand, top, bottom, trash, play. Hand, top, bottom, trash, play. Alright, hand. Top, bottom, trash, play. Alright, 5 cards left in my deck. Alright, so let's see here.
That's right.
Ooh.
You can give Guise a card play. He can go nuts. And if you syncopated Onslaught, that's even better. You could get a Shoes Bell.
The Argent Adept breaks my brain. Alright,
You want me to tell you what to do?
yeah, tell me what to I
Alright.
would love to think that I knew what to do here, but like I was thinking that whatever I would do, blah, 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 blah.
I don't care about any of these. Just make sure you play Instrumental Conjuration.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That was actually what I was at. Was like as long as Instrumental Conjuration is my play, I can get something to do with it.
And click whatever you want.
All right, so hand, top, bottom. That's not useful, so we'll trash that and play. And then you're saying to get back the bell
Yeah, if you get the bell, which is in
the trash.
your trash, along with your Inspiring Supertonic business, you can then syncopate an Onslaught and invent a preparation to give Guise a +1 to damage and play a card. And then he'll play a million cards and kick butt.
All right, so yeah, okay, so harp.
Use the harp first, you'll get your hit point, right? So your 2 hit points.
All right, so use one of the Inspired Supertonics
Either Supertonic and yourself,
on myself.
and then the bell.
Then the bell. Former rhythm in the company. Okay, so do that. Come on. All right, there we go. Syncopate Onslaught. Increase damage dealt by those targets. Oh, I see. So we'll do Guise.
Pick ourselves.
Yeah, Adept.
And then this one lets Guise play a card. And he has 2 best cards ever. So
Yeah, Argent Adept breaks everyone's brain, but in a good way. Like, there's definitely a part of me that wants to understand how to play Argent Adept better, but I just, like, at a certain point you have to just admit that it's beyond you, and it is beyond me.
time to beat up Biomancer. Woo! Come on, Woo. I'm wooing.
Woo!
I wooed.
I woo, Lily. Do you woo? I woo too. There's some How I Met Your Motherness for everybody out there.
Alright, that's gonna do it for Biomancer. Woo! And
I will say whatever I want. Take Walker, thank you very much. Yep, look what I found.
and we'll get him on the environment turn.
Oh, yes. I bet you folks out there in TV land did not think that we were going to win this game.
Why not?
And granted, we haven't yet, but
I thought we were gonna win.
I don't know. We were doing some weird shenanigans where we were like purposely hitting each other to try and get more presents.
Presents are awesome.
Presents are awesome. That's not going to do anything. I'll just regain hit points. That's fine.
Hammer stands alone.
Poor little Hammer. Oh, and we get to heal up?
And I get to discard a card, which would allow me to play cards. Actually, I have more one-shots. Yeah. I can discard a... Where did I leave that? To play, where did I leave that? Did I get what I was looking for? Sure.
Good.
And I have so many options. Any preference? How does Adam want to go down? Say cheese.
Yeah. He's mugging for the camera. I love that case that Guise has on his cell phone.
Pretty sweet.
Boom! Only
Boom.
with 2 incapacitated heroes.
And I mean, they didn't have to be incapacitated. If we had taken out Plague Rat on Guise's turn, which we could have, we were just like, oh,
Yeah.
the damage is so big, let's hit someone else.
Yeah.
But could have totally just stopped that by hitting Plague Rat. But that's okay.
That is okay. It's
We
all
still win.
okay.
Yeah, as soon as we got to that guy's turn, we were winning. So it's all about the presents, really. Those inspiring presents.
Inspiring presence.
That's right.
Indeed.
You always thought Santa Guise was terrible vengeance, Cake Walker, but you never really believed in the true meaning of Santa Guise.
The spirit of Xmas. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, we have 11 minutes. Ultimate Iron Legacy.
Oh boy. I was getting ready to like unlock a variant, and here you are like, let's do it. All right.
All right, I'm gonna take 2 random heroes.
Yes, yes, Christopher, I know it's not balanced play. Blah de blah de blah. Oops, hang on. Wait, nope, go back. Ultimate heroes. Boom. And boom. And randomize. And Iron Legacy.
Hey, the Visionary unleashed. Will she have time to unleash? Alright, I'll go first twice.
Okay. Oh, and the creepiest music ever! I will never let down my guard. Justice must be dispensed to all now. I've seen the far reaches of power. I will not allow evil to prevail. All right. Ra has got a blazing tornado, fire blast, solar flare, staff of Ra. Fanatic has got final dive, 2 holy novas, and an undaunted. Tachyon's got 2 light speed barrages and 2 sucker punches. And Visionary Unleashed has foresight, mass levitation, precognition, and rest the mind.
Rest the mind cannot be played in this game.
Wah, wah, wah. Too galvanized.
Alright. We need
That'll
to
work
set
out
up
well.
Fanatic for a big Wrathful Retribution to win the game. Or for Tachyon to do the same. But with a different card. Wow, that's a lot of points. Two superhuman redirections to deal with.
Lucky, lucky, lucky. Let's run in the forest. Ugh, yeah, I don't know.
Undaunted would be good except for the irreducible thing. You could play Rest of Mind on a decoy projection. That is true, Pricey Provinces. Good point. They aren't in the habit of dealing damage, but you never know. And you also probably would control where the damage goes in that case. Oh, it's my turn. I feel like it should be your turn.
I know, I kept trying to drag the Holy Nova up and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh.
Why is this not working? 1 damage to Iron Legacy. The journey begins. Alright, I'm gonna play the top cards in my deck and hope I don't get the wrong one too soon. Basically. Hey, good!
Oh, nice!
Alright, we need these redirects to go away, but we need to destroy more of them. Like, and Tachyon can't, and Visionary can't. So I'm going to, at the start of the villain turn, yeah, so it doesn't even really matter. Okay. Ultimate Iron Legacy is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. And children, and everyone. Who would like to use a power? Tachyon, everyone draw cards, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, that seems good. Hey, end of days. That's what we need.
Ooh.
I'll play end of days next turn, so don't build up too much.
Nice, okay.
Because that will get rid of all the ongoings, at least giving us a chance to keep them in the trash.
Give insight. And we'll do some more draw cards. Inferno. Find focus. Accelerate
Oh yeah,
assault.
suggestion. We can bury those cards in the bottom of the villain deck with suggestion.
Which ones?
Good point. From Lou Dolphin, suggestion will let us bury that there's an ongoing card in the trash right now. If you play suggestion, you could bury it on the bottom of the villain deck.
Done.
Yeah. I like it.
My favorite thing is shortening Legacy to legs for every variant of Legacy except newest.
Why would you say except America's newest legs?
America's newest legs!
That sounds good.
America's iron legs!
Oh man. All thing Handelabra. That is great. Tachyon wants to discard a card.
Come closer.
All right, whose one shot do we want to put into play? Probably not Iron Legacy. Maybe Tachyon?
Sure.
It's not a one shot. All right.
Wah.
Furthering your father's legs. Oh man, so much damage. Those galvanized.
Yeah.
All right, I think the end of days is probably still a good plan.
Yeah.
But Tachyon can keep discarding cards because that's you do have the lightspeed barrages. You just need to get things in the trash, right? So
Yeah.
let's say Rob probably might have a one shot, but it's not a one shot. It's a no shot. All right, so I actually don't want to play anything that will do too much damage because of Superhuman Redirection. But I could play Inferno to do 4 damage, maybe. That's probably good. Or I could use 2 powers, but I don't know if I want to destroy my staff right now, so. Oh, and then he has a -1 anyway, so I could play Fire Blast. Maybe I'll just play Fire Blast. Let's rewind. Oh.
But it adds a boost.
Oh, yeah, it's too much. Okay, go back to play a card. It still gets redirected because of Staff of Ra, yeah. Yeah, let's do Inferno. I want to get him down to like 21, right? So that would be perfect. And then we'll stop. And I mean, I could throw the staff, and he'll be sitting right at 21. But we'll probably still want to chip away at him, so I'll do my other power. Draw. Discard 2 cards. And does Tachyon have another one to discard? Sword Assault, maybe?
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I was sneezing.
Quietly sneezing.
I turned my mic off.
Maybe Fanatic? It is a one-shot. Sure.
Yeah, I mean...
It'll destroy his damage reduction one, I guess.
Come on. There we go.
Curious how much damage do we have right now? I don't know if we have enough to get him low enough.
I'm again trying to drag End of Days up, but it's not my turn.
Yeah, Lightspeed Barrage, you only have 4 burst cards. Yeah, I think we need to have a turn where we can just like burst them down. So, and that's not this turn, but maybe it's next turn. So I think End of Days is our chance to not get that have that redirection not show up. So, I'm gonna have Fanatic hit herself again. Chastise goes away. I think Tachyon can use a power again.
Flesh of the Sun God, Sacrosanct Martyr, Research Grant, Mental Divergence. Oh, Mental Divergence isn't bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
Useful. Unfortunately, she's going last, but... Does Tachyon have a burst card to discard? I guess you have Quick Insight, but you probably want to play that. But Raw has millions of cards, and so does Fanatic. Yeah, Fanatic can discard a card. And we will look at the top of... I don't think we know the top of Ra's deck, or the Visionaries. Or Fanatics, for that matter, actually. Any preference?
I have no preference.
Let's go with Fanatic, sure.
Boom.
Not a one-shot. Divine Focus.
Alright, we got Hug Goggles, and Nimble Strike, and a Sonic Vortex. Alright, so I'm going to... Yeah, definitely Nimble Strike. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Sephiroth, Divine Focus, Pushing the Limits, and another Mental Divergence.
Alright, so... You have another burst card to discard, so let's
yes, I do. I was
give a Nimble Strike.
Yeah.
Or, it's burst. And we could do the top of your deck. And maybe it's like Hypersonic Assault or something great. Hey, Blinding Speed! We're just gonna blow up these ongoings anyway.
Yeah, I mean, all of this is going away, so I don't know that it matters.
Except the Galvanize. Yeah, it definitely doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, Precognition might be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Precognition, and then we can maybe...
Try to control what he does. Or at least decide how much damage we want to take. So 1 target, 5 damage, or 3 targets, 3 damage with all the boosts. I think that the 1 target is the best.
Yeah, especially since like we're not gonna have to worry about ongoing cards because they're gonna be gone anyway. So
it might like kill someone, but
this is a kind of battle where you got to sacrifice
Yeah.
for the greater good. So
and you got a Cocoon that could come in handy. Does Tachyon have a burst? No.
I do not.
I guess you could discard one of your extra cards here, Visionary. You have some copies, or
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, rest
Rest
the
the
mind.
Mind.
We can't really
literally
use for anything.
can't really use. And we could play Tachyon's deck again. Like, I mean,
Sure.
hoping for a Hypersonic Assault is like totally worth it. So.
Ah, there it is.
Hey! He is gonna flip, but worth it.
Yep.
All right, end of days, end up destroying 2 cards because we just got all our ongoing destruction.
Yeah.
All right, the environment does whatever. Iron Legacy plays good. Not that one, not the redirect one. So we can pile on the damage. And he also didn't play the damage reduction one. So yeah, Hypersonic Assault, man. I think it's time to pile the damage on. So for Ra, I think that just means summon staves all day long.
Yep.
So it's either Imbued Fire to give a +1 to everyone, which might be better than me just doing 5 damage. You think so?
Yeah, let's see here. So... Ooh, yeah. I mean, if I Sacrosanct Martyr... Oh, wait, but Imbued Fire turns into fire.
Yeah. No, but Fanatic... I'm Fanatic. Fanatic can play Divine Focus.
Okay.
And just, like, rain down.
Yeah, okay.
Holy Fire, right? So... yeah, I think Imbued Fire is gonna be
Lou
the
Dolphin
best
says 10 seconds until John realizes it's a mistake.
What
9,
mistake?
7, 5. Uh-oh. What is it?
I like
don't
that
know.
timed perfectly with the music.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, so if I play Imbued Fire, oh, that's right. On this, we flipped him, which is what we didn't want to do.
Oh.
The first time Iron Legacy, we dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to the hero target with the highest. That's why we didn't want to flip him, right? So we need to let him heal up again, which he will this turn. So let's hold. We have to wait. So, yeah. Well, I could play Flesh of the Sun God.
Misfortune.
Wheel of Misfortune. That's right.
That is the Wheel of Misfortune right there.
Well, if I play Flesh of the Sun God, then we don't need to worry about it because of Imbued Fire first. So I'm going to play Flesh of the Sun God, but not use that power. I'm going to use my other power. And hopefully we can Hypersonic him again. Oh, we can't Hypersonic him because of the stupid... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's annoying that his advanced flip side is just really stuck. Like, that's why I didn't want him to go down. I mean, the Hypersonic made it so that he can't deal damage.
Yeah, so advanced. The first time Iron Legacy would deal damage each turn, redirect that damage to the hero target with the highest HP. And his challenge, Final Justice, at the start of the villain turn, the villain trash is shuffled and cards are revealed until an ongoing card is revealed and put into play. Other real cards are returned to the villain trash. Okay, so.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna set up a little bit.
Yeah, so Divine Focus would be like super bad. Right?
Yeah, and actually we don't want to hit him at all. We want him to flip at the start of his turn.
Okay.
Which he has the right amount of hit points, so do not hit him right now. So just play other things that you might want to do. So I'm going to play Undaunted and then skip my power because I don't want to accidentally hit him. Now you can put out your things to get ready to play lots of cards next turn.
Let's do that. We'll do that, and we'll do that, and then... Skip. And draw some cards. Excavation, Zealous Offense, Hypersonic Assault, Cerebral Hemorrhage. So if he flips, definitely want to Hypersonic Assault him.
Well, if he flips, no. Your Lightspeed Barrage time.
Yes, yeah, sure, for sure. Yeah, what am I at? Yeah, I have 8.
Thing comes out again, but we'll have ongoing destruction via Tachyon because you got a blinding speed. So
should I Mental Divergence and get rid of?
Yeah, Mental Divergence to put that demoralizing in the trash.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Because we want that big redirect to be less available. Oh, Brain Burn. That would get those away. But yes, environment. Well, that's next turn. Oh, it's still the start of the environment turn, so he's going to hit himself. But it's going to redirect. Okay. It's going to redirect and hit Raw. Sure. We're like, oh good, the villain isn't hitting himself, which is good for us right now. That was weird. Oh man, Maze of Mirrors. Come on! Maze of Mirrors is messing us up now. And there's the redirection card.
Yeah, we're having lots of fun in the fun house.
Alright, let's redirect the one. Oh man, but then Superhero Redirection comes out.
Yep.
Alright, while this is happening, let's try to save Tachyon. And then, yeah, Visionary's gonna go down. Maze of frickin' Mirrors.
The Visionary released.
I thought we had a chance, but this is pretty brutal. Well, summon staff. Sure, there's no stuff with raw cards, but I can do that. I can save us from that Maze of Mirrors thing by doing Imbued Fire and Flesh of the Sun God. But man, that Maze of Mirrors is just gonna make us kill ourselves.
I mean, Tachyon has 2 card plays, and I do have a Blinding Speed.
Yeah, so you could Blinding Speed, Maze of Mirrors, and then Hypersonic Assault Legacy. Right?
Yeah.
That's decent. All right,
Yeah, I mean,
Ra's
she's
gonna,
last of this round, which is unfortunate.
I can at least protect us from killing ourselves with Ra. That's what I got. And actually, you won't be playing 2 cards because you can't keep pushing the limits. But you can play. You have Lightning Reflexes, so. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And Fanatic. What are you doing, Fanatic? I can give us a hit point. Basically.
Basically.
Basically. I could play Divine Focus to deal the hero target with the highest hit points damage at the start of each turn. Because of Maze of Mirrors.
Yeah, let's maybe not do that.
We'll get our hit point. This redirects because of Maze of Mirrors. And it's so close. I can deal myself damage for free because it's fire and I'm immune, so that's good. I can actually hit Iron Legacy. I'm gonna do that. But we don't want him to flip.
Yeah.
Okay, I can choose another target. We don't want him to flip. If you hit him with Hypersonic, he'll flip, so...
Okay.
I'll still do it because... But I'll just choose a hero target. Yeah, we actually don't want him to get below 20 right now. I guess Tachyon can make us draw cards. Sure, why not?
Flesh of the Sun God, Sacrifice Martyr, and Sucker Punch.
Yeah, here it doesn't matter because you won't be able to deal the damage.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I think Blinding Speed and Hypersonic.
So get rid of the Maze of Mirrors. And Hypersonic.
Put him at 22.
Inferno, Brutal Censure,
Right.
Fleet of
We're
Foot.
still
All
possible. We're still possible.
Ooh, and I drew another Hypersonic. Okay.
All right, that's good. What's Visionary do? One target deals itself damage. Each player can discard to draw 2 or increase damage of a type. Why don't we do... I mean, we could do the discard thing. That's pretty good for Tachyon.
Yeah.
We could increase fire by 1, but I feel like getting a chance to get more ongoing destruction is good.
Yeah.
Because we need ongoing destruction, so... Nah.
Yeah.
Not what I...
Gone without a trace.
Great. It's It's not like we need people to deal damage here, environment. Yeah, I have lots of cards to discard. I have 1,000,000 of cards. More than I could ever play. Well, you can discard some more. First. And we can't hit ourselves, so that's good. Yeah, may as well get rid of that. I want that ongoing card to be destroyed. That redirect is really bad. It's bad for us.
Indeed. Hey, we'll play a quick game. It'll be Ultimate Iron Legacy, said John.
Hey. So 5 or more damage each turn. It's the first time. So we can do a big hit, and then if we can do a second hit, that's fine, right? Because it's just the first time. So, you have another hypersonic assault, right?
I do.
So I'm just trying to think if so you have the fleet of foot as well. If you hypersonic assault him again, then he's gonna flip though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I can also do Divine Focus, which will get damage on Tachyon's turn. That'll be 3 damage on Tachyon.
Oh, Lou Dolphin says John will realize his mistake in 10 seconds. Oh,
What?
Lou Dolphin.
What is my mistake now?
So with Imbued Fire and Flesh of the Sun God, the redirect doesn't kill you. You could safely do like Fire Blast and Tornado. I don't know.
I don't think it's, yeah. The question is, can we get him dead before his turn where he would flip? And we have to do him 4 less damage each time, or do the redirect thing or whatever. You can't do big hits with Demoralizing Presence ever. Demoralizing Presence doesn't have to do with hitting Legacy. I don't know what you're talking about, Lou Dolphin. Have you realized your mistake? I'm talking about not doing big hits. I'm talking about doing small hits. For those tuning in just now.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Because we could do, like, Ra could do 4. Fanatic could probably do about 4, maybe. Then Tachyon, and with Divine Focus. So here's the thing: we need to do the math. So, all right, Ra can do Inferno to do 4 damage. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, he could do Living Conflag to do 3 damage, and then use the power on that to do 2 more. So that's 5 damage from Ra. Okay. Then Fanatic plays Divine Focus. Fanatic hits herself and does the use a power thing. So she plays a card which might do who knows what. We don't know what it's going to do. But that lets someone use a power. Are you keeping track of how much damage I said? I said 5 damage.
You said
right?
5 so far, yep.
I have dice. I'll use those. She lets someone use a power. She can let Ra use a power to do 2 more damage. 2 more damage. At the start of Tachyon's turn, Fanatic does 3 damage. Tachyon does 3 damage with Hypersonic Assault. Actually, you could do... No, Sonic Vortex will do too much. And that's going to be it, unless you might end up with the Lightning Reflexes, you might do a little more. Then on Visionary's turn, Fanatic does 3 damage. Does the Visionary let us do anything? One target deals itself 1 psychic damage. Well, that's potentially 1. At the start of the Environment turn, Fanatic does 3 damage. At the start of Legacy's turn, Fanatic does 3 damage. How much damage do I have?
That takes us
23.
20. Oh, I was at 21, but okay.
Well, 23, because Fanatic gets to do it 4 times. That's 12, and Ra did 5. Yeah, that was my math. Were you at just at 21?
I was, but I might have missed one.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
He's going to be Hypersonic Assault.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it.
But wait, I drew a totally different card. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do the same plan. Because we have to do small cuts. That's how it has to work.
Right.
With Superhuman Redirection. Oh yeah, and actually, Boogie 2003 points out that Legacy's own damage is increased by 3. So Legacy's in-cap will do 4 damage to him, so it's even better. Just right. It can't be 5. And this +1 from Imbued Fire is perfect. Alright, that's the 5. That's my 5. Divine Focus. So I'm going to do my thing, and I can probably just kill myself if it's going to do something bad.
Yeah.
Brutal Censure.
Oh, nice. There we go.
That's 3 more. I mean, we can just see it happening on the screen, but... And then Ra can use a power to do the damage, unless Tachyon wants to draw cards, but I think Ra can just do the damage. We know what he can do. That's 2 more damage. Yeah, I think we got this. In the bag! There's no more mysteries now. I can discard Final Dive. So, Lou Dolphin, when am I going to realize my mistake? Is it the time yet? Here you go. More Fleets of Feet.
So many fleets of feats.
You really want to play those Lightspeed Barrages, hey?
I know. Oh my god, I want to play them!
But it would actually just kill yourself by playing that. Like, it would redirect straight to you.
So it would either of my Sonic Vortex or Hypersonic, I can use one of those, right?
You can't use Sonic Vortex, it's too big.
It's too big. Hypersonic I can use, okay.
Yeah, with the Nemesis bonus, Sonic Vortex would do 5, which would redirect back to you. Lou Dolphin will finish munching popcorn in 10 seconds. Oh, this is nice. We're going to make him kill himself.
Ah!
But now he can't hit himself. But it's okay. Fanatic can still do it. It's still, the math worked out originally. Yeah, Hypersonic prevents him from dealing damage to himself, right?
Right.
But Fanatic, like, I worked it out and it was enough with Fanatics. Like, there's actually 3 extra. You could increase fire damage by 1. Hey, I wasn't even worried about, like, I mean, that's not that was barely factored in. We have enough damage anyways. Yes, I made a small mistake after all, but it doesn't matter because we're just winning against Ultimate Iron Legacy in half an hour. Less than half an hour. It was like we had 10 minutes left, and
only one incapacitated hero.
That's right. And just play your best card. It was obvious.
It was so obvious the whole time.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun. More fun than I was expecting it when you were like, hey, let's play Ultimate Iron Legacy.
It is a villain where, like, you can't just willy-nilly deal damage because of the crazy flip side setup on advanced and everything. Like, it's tricky stuff. But we did it, even though we screwed up a couple times, and the environment really screwed us over.
All right, I think that the people who have hung with us this long have earned themselves a new variant. That's
true. Oh, and also I was gonna give a hint for the people searching for Visionary. So you are very close to the exact conditions, but you don't have the exact conditions, or I would have said so, unless it happened while I was on the stream, which I didn't see.
Yeah.
But basically, my hint is going to be what was I going to say? Basically, the most basic thing you have assumed. Are you sure that's true? Think about that. All right, let's get to unlocking, or we're making unlockable the next variant, and I'm gonna go make sure I know which one it is.
Making unlockable. It's Captain something. Captain something.
It's Captain something. Captain Thunderpants.
Captain Thunderpants! My thing says 08CC requit. Does that sound right?
2CC to quit?
2CC! 2CC to quit!
That's where I'm going,
There it is. There it is. He's like a villain plus a hero, all mixed into one.
You have him on the screen or something?
I just reloaded it and saved it. October 24th, 2017. John will make it a thing ever so soon.
I'm doing it right now.
Right
now, you can if you restart your game, you can go and try to unlock Captain Cosmic
Requital! Yeah, so Visionary was unlocked by the Grey Lord, but we, as John said, we still don't have the official unlock conditions discovered, but at some point, we believe in you guys. We know you're going to get it at some point.
No, I'm very impressed by the tenacity and the discovery that people have shown.
Yeah, I think every single one of them has been discovered within a week at this point.
Yeah. So like some of our beta testers also follow along, and they're like, they're never gonna get it. They're never gonna get it. How can they find this other thing? And then like they do, right?
Yeah.
Like it's impressive. So.
Honestly, to me, that speaks to the power of the community. Like the fact that one person by themselves trying to figure it out would never figure it out. But the fact that everybody is constantly working together and trying to figure it out. Oh, and I just got my ping that the Realm of Discord has already announced who the next one is. Very good, very good.
They're
good job.
quick on that.
Yes, they
Discord.
Are. All right. I'm zipping up my boots because I'm getting ready to walk home in the crazy rain here in Cleveland.
We're getting a hashtag made about how long before Skyscraper's variant. Yeah, I am fully on board with a bring Becky back campaign for Skyscraper. So if you let's see what you can do with that. Bring Portia back.
Bring Portia back. All right, folks, so that is going to do it for another episode of Sentinels Live. Thank you for joining us. Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. Tell your friends. Thanks for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you do enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as Steam. And always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more info and download the free demo at sentinelsdigital.com. What am I thinking? Nobody's listening to me. You're all trying to unlock Captain Cosmic right now. So thank you, everybody. Good night. I am Jeremy.
I am John. See you next time.
And we will see you next week on Halloween. Good night, everybody.